T.O.M's coming to us from Pennsylvania, and she's an online storytelling specialist, also an award-winning storyteller. And her story shares how she was born and how she got an aha after struggling for so long. Her speech is Live Backwards. Live Backwards, Tricia Grow.
Have you ever felt stuck? Have you ever felt like you were stuck in a vicious circle, going around and around without making one forward step of progress? Have you ever felt like you were going backwards? I know I have. I think it all began with the day of my birth. Picture it. It's October 1971. My father, David, is sitting watching the baseball game. Now, something you wouldn't know about my father is that you don't mess with my dad when he's watching baseball. Just don't do it. But regardless, my mother, Patricia, rushes into the room. David, it's time. Oh, Pat, I haven't even watched the first inning. Your team might be in the first inning, but I'm in my ninth, and my water just broke. We have to go to the hospital. So my father, reluctantly, took my mother to the hospital, where many hours later, I finally decided to grace this world with my presence. But I can't come out just like any other baby. No. I was a breech baby. To be politically correct about the situation, I was rear facing forward. I was born backwards. And I continued to live my life this way for some time. We'll fast forward just a little bit to kindergarten, where I learned to share my colors and my 1, 2, 3s and ABCs. At the end of the year, my teacher pulled my parents aside. I don't feel Tricia is ready to go to first grade. She doesn't speak in class. She barely speaks at all. So they decided to hold me back. Do you understand what that means? I failed kindergarten. I failed kindergarten. Oh, and that was just my very first failure. I continued to struggle in school. I couldn't seem to make any headway. I tried, I studied, I looked at my notes and my books, and to no avail. In fact, I would hear all the time from my teachers, Tricia, you're slow. From my parents, Tricia, you're lazy. And from my classmates, Tricia, you're stupid. And in 5th grade, I was held back yet again. But this time, it was a blessing in disguise. What it was really was a helpful hand in the form of a tutor who was assigned to me once they realized that I was dyslexic. Dyslexia is a learning disability where we tend to see things somewhat differently. In my case, I saw things backwards. For instance, you might see cat as C-A-T, but I saw cat as T-A-C. And this is where all my problems stemmed from, because what I saw and what I heard were two completely different languages, and my mind could not make a bridge between the two of them. But once I received this helping hand in the form of a tutor who taught me how to look at things somewhat differently. I learned how to correlate the things I saw and heard and make a bridge between them. And once I was able to do that, I took off on the journey. I would literally engulf books. I would go to the library and fill my hands with as many as I could hold and take them home and read every single one. I just not get enough knowledge in me quick enough. And not only did I finish high school, but I went on to go to college. And it was all because of this helping hand. Now, you may be asking yourself, why are you sharing the story with me? Because you most likely were not a breech baby. And you most likely don't have dyslexia or any other learning disability. But I guarantee you, at some point in your life, you have or will feel stuck. You'll feel like you're trapped in that circle, going around and around without making one forward step of progress. Or even worse, feel like you're going backwards. Well, my friends, I'm here today to encourage you. If you feel that way, look for that helping hand. And if you don't see one, ask. Ask your friends. Ask your family. Ask anyone. Do you know someone that could help me reach the goal that I'm attempting to reach? And once you're no longer stuck, once you're out of that horrible circle, be the first one to offer your helping hand. And once you do that, we can all stop living our lives backwards.
Thank you, Tricia.